from one wrestling legend to another. Jim Ross, colon cancer. Unfortunately, the Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer, and current AEW commentator, he took to social media a couple of days ago to share the news. He's once again dealing with cancer, this time in his colon. Here is the tweet. Diagnosed this week with colon cancer. Surgery being scheduled in the next week or two. I appreciate your concern and support. So that's all we have. But yeah, he's going through the wars.
Did it say what stage it was?
No, that's everything we know.
Well, Jim, my heart is with you. James too, and you're a fighter. But it looks like he has fought a lot of injuries and a lot of things health wise. And if there's a guy to beat it, it would be Jim Ross. So Jim, we're pulling for you. Everybody else is pulling for you. So hang in there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because, I mean, obviously the Bell's palsy, which is well documented throughout the years that he's suffered with and been fired for.
What is that? It paralyzes your face. That's all I know.
Yeah, it can do. I'm not the person to ask. Sometimes with Bell's palsy that bounces back, and you recover from it. Other people don't, and the paralysis is permanent. He also had skin cancer, I believe, recently. He had colon issues some time ago as well. I mean, Jim Ross, it's like between you and him, you're just collecting ailments, it seems.
Well, hey, that's what happens when you get older. And everybody's headed that way. James, you're headed that way. And one day you're going to think back and say, I told Dutch one time talking about Jim Ross, about older guys getting sick, and now I'm sick. I hope it doesn't happen to you. And but that's what happens to everybody. Every living thing on the earth gets older and disappears. So
when was the last time you spoke to Jim?
Oh, a long time. Because the last time I saw him, I guess I was in WWE back then. And yeah. And it's been over 10 years. I haven't spoken to him since.
I know we don't do guests, or we don't do guests anymore, but he's one that I would like to talk to. I've never spoke to Jim.
You want me to call him?
He might be busy at the moment.
No, if you call him, he doesn't know who you are. Well, he may, because he probably watches this show, because
if he's got any taste, he does.
Through this show, he might know you. So
maybe. But you never know.
I'm gonna get in contact with him just for you, just because you asked for it, and we're to interview him. And he would be a good guest, because all the knowledge he has over the old Jim Ross years and the WCW years and the WWF years and WWE years, he transcends the realms of ownership, and I think he would be a great guest. And some of those old stories he's got, and I need to remember some of the old stories he used to tell. Hilarious and true.
Well, that's never stopped us. The true bit, anyway, of telling stories.
Hey, if it's not true, just make it up and make it funny. That's just what I do anyway.
Did you meet Jim first time in Mid-South, or did you meet him beforehand?
No, I met him in Mid-South. Yes,
yeah,
I did.
What was his duties in Mid-South at the time? Because I know he was doing commentary, but what else did he do behind the scenes?
What was he doing then? Commentary.
But he was Bill's second in command, basically. Was he doing other?
Yeah, basically, he was the announcer. And I'm pretty sure he worked in the office too. So he was helping Bill, I guess, do other things. And this is back in what I call the stagecoach days. We didn't have the internet. They didn't have the internet. They couldn't send things. I'll just send it to you on a super link or whatever. No, when they put tapes out, they had to make a tape for every station. And then it would start bicycling. Say, let's take Memphis. Memphis would play first, and then it would go to 3 stations. It would go to the Nashville stations, and then it would go to the Louisville stations, and it would go to the Evansville, Indiana station. and Lexington, Kentucky stations, and they were all a week late. And those used to be those really big, like 2-inch tapes, and kind of heavy too. And you'd have to ship those, and then they'd have to return them. That actually got expensive after a while, but that's the way they did it. No more like, you couldn't connect to the internet and just send the tape, and there was no anything then like USA Today or Netflix or anything like that. So
there probably was USA Today though.
What's that?
The newspaper.
No, they had USA Today newspaper, but I'm talking about USA Network is what I'm trying to say. Don't correct me again, James.
No, I'll try not to.
I swear to God, I will come through these coaxial cables and just slap you upside the head.
If it makes you feel better, there was a USA Network in '85.
What is coaxial? What's that mean?
No idea.
See? Okay.
We just know it works.
See, folks, that's why me and James make a good pair. We just talk. And if something I ask him, he says, I don't know. I don't know either. So we just continue going on.
We're sort of like Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. Was it see no evil, hear no evil?
I love those guys.
Yeah. Right, we're going to... we've got to say, best wishes to Jim. Get well.
Yeah, best wishes.